These are his woods.
Whose woods?
Victor Crowley.
Victor Crowley. Hatchet face. Victor Crowley!
We haven't had a villain in so long, like a monster that you both fear and cheer for, and that was really what I was going for. I wanted to see a monster. I wanted it to be real.
We weren't able to meet Victor Crowley. We weren't able to actually meet the man behind the mask.
In the movie, you're really seeing them see him for the first time on camera. Every reaction is very real. They hadn't already done it 50 times. They hadn't already seen him a bunch of times. Every time they saw him, it was really like the first time they saw him. And this is one of Kane's big things, too, is he doesn't want them constantly seeing him in the makeup because you get used to it and you can start to see what's really his skin and what isn't. And I mean, ultimately you're looking at a guy in a rubber suit. So he didn't want them to see him at all. So there was always this secret thing of where Kane was on set. He would stay covered up. He had this like big jacket with like a face mask, so he would come and coordinate the stunt, but they couldn't see what he looked like.
I'm wearing a big coat with a hood on and visor down so you can't see anything. It wasn't because of being cold, it was because we wanted to keep the look of Victor a little bit kept away from the actors until they were on camera.
I think Kane, from experience, knew how to get us going a little bit. I think he wanted to make sure that our first reaction would be honest and pure, and we could get it and, you know, hold that forever on film.
And the first night that the cast was going to see him, it's actually the shot where Ben and Mary Beth and Marcus come running around a mausoleum in a cemetery, and Victor Crowley jumps out and starts waving the hatchet in front of them.
Thank God.
They knew I was going to be there, but they had not yet seen what I looked like in the makeup.
They had it all built up in their heads, and they're on one side of the mausoleum, and Kane is on the other side. And we planned this whole thing, and I said, okay, and pictures up. Pictures up. And then I just was silent for a little while, and Kane, to get into character, just starts like kicking the mausoleum and screaming and like these like guttural like grunts. It was scaring me, and like I wasn't even in the scene.
So we're standing on the other side, and I'm like shaking, terrified. And then they said action, and I ran up there and tried to hit the mark. I was so scared, I lost it. I couldn't hit the mark.
Run, Karen, run! This one here, she can't take it. She didn't know what to do.
I couldn't step on my mark. I was like a mile behind my mark.
I was exhausted by the time we were done because I was so scared of him.
I think I'm getting an ulcer. I'm a nervous wreck with him around. I have to keep him in the corner of my eye at all times. Or if I don't know where he is,
like he's gonna
Yeah, because when the scene ends, he doesn't stop.
Yeah, no.
No, he'll chase us.
And you could run anywhere you wanted, but he'd chase you.
Stop! This is useless. He's just gonna keep coming for us till we're all dead.
He would always chase us after they yelled cut. So I would run straight to the producer's tent because I knew he wouldn't go in there. I'd go get behind the monitors.
Cut! And so the rest of us hadn't seen him yet, so we were asking him, so what's he like, and trying to get some tidbits.
We've heard horror stories from the other cast members that have met him, and now it's our turn, and so we're freaking out.
I was next to Mercedes at the time, and she's just grabbing onto my arm, and we know that this is the moment when Adam calls action that we're about to see Victor Crowley for the first time.
And I swear to God, Mercedes and Jolie start crying. It was so awful. Like, they were so scared. They kind of like, they took the step back every time he would scream.
And she's like grabbing me so hard, like her nails are digging in, and that's really causing more pain than anything else.
That was just terrifying in the beginning. My stomach like dropped in my, I couldn't even try to, like I couldn't even really scream the first take. I lost my voice.
I'm on the ground, so I'm just get it down.
It's all this anticipation. We hear like something's breathing down our neck behind us.
So, I mean, yeah, thanks, Kane. You got a good reaction out of me.
Kane was constantly pulling pranks, and then I was doing it to them too. That first cemetery scene that we shot, Kane has to throw the hatchet at Joel, and it's supposed to come right by his face, and Joel's just supposed to lean out of the way. And we planned all of this. And I started an argument with Kane where Joel could still hear us, but he couldn't see Kane. And I said, well, if the rubber hatchet's broken, we can't do this.
I said, don't worry about it. I've been doing this a long time. I'll make sure I miss him. And meanwhile, Joel is hearing all this.
Adam, the hatchet will be thrown this time?
The hatchet will be thrown.
Thinking, he's going to throw a real hatchet at me? Well, you know, he doesn't even trust me anyway, because he thinks I'm half nuts.
Finally, I'm like, you know what? we don't have time for this. Just throw the hatchet at him. I don't care anymore. And I go back to my spot. I'm like, all right, everybody back to one. And Joel's just going, wait a minute, time. Do I get a say in this?
I'm thinking, he is a stunt coordinator. He would go through this with me.
And Kane throws the hatchet and purposely hits him right in the leg with it. And it's the rubber hatchet. Cut! Joel actually started to limp and run away. Like, he believed that it was the real one so much.
It literally took me through the first take to realize that.
It was fun for Adam and myself, because of course I'm not going to throw a real hatchet at an actor, but you know, if we pretend we did, then it's just as effective.
I've never been so gullible in my life. That was so ridiculous.
So we did something to everybody at least once. And then Mercedes actually made the mistake of complaining one night that Kane never pulled any pranks on her and he never got her. And Joel had a camera that night and he went into Mercedes' trailer with her and he was interviewing her about the movie.
That's awesome. Okay, we'll just start out. And I asked her about what her favorite Victor Crowley moment is. What was your favorite Victor Crowley moment?
Probably the first time I saw one. God damn it!
And she proverbially shit herself. She shit herself. It was so funny.
Oh shit, she went crazy. Yeah, you could.
I just fell out of my trailer so fast that I don't even know what happened, basically.
How you feel?
So mean. So there's never a safe moment. You never knew when somebody was gonna scare you.
So it was like the perfect scenario to get actual scares. Adam, you could just see Adam like giddy, like a little school girl. He's so happy that all of this is going on.
Cut! Yeah! We got it!
That's what gave them those good performances, because he was constantly challenging them.
I still think they're not totally comfortable around me, but that's good.